Hi everyone, I'm Allie.
I'm Anna.
And we are joining you from Potomac Beads to talk to you about a product spotlight and what we envision it being using and introduce you to new beads. So we are going over
We have the rhombus in front of us today, or when we have multiples, as I say, the rhombi.
The rhombi. So this is kind of like a geometry lesson today.
Yeah, it's actually kind of
a rhombus.
It's a funky shape. It's a little bit bigger than the typical two-hole
weaving bead.
Yeah.
Which we've got a 10 by 8 millimeter.
Yeah, so it's a little bit bigger. So it's definitely something that you'd probably use as a centerpiece. And we were actually just looking at some other designs and putting them all together is really interesting. Here we have one that is designed by Marissa Vallejo. So she's got a video coming out soon with these. And this is how she used them, putting them in the center there. Let me move this
so
up
her
a
Joyous
bit.
Day video really, it makes them the centerpiece when you look at them. I got them out here to show the direction that the holes go. So the holes go that way. So they're going on the 10 rather than the 8. So they're going to be longer than they are wide. So, and I can't remember geometry-wise what that is called when you have it.
But diamond.
It's not a diamond. It's not a diamond because
it's a rhombus.
It's a rhombus. Duh. It's a rhombus.
Yeah, it's a rhombus.
And what do you think? Probably about a little less than 4 millimeters.
Yeah, it is a little thicker than
bead.
we're used to seeing.
It's thicker, bigger, wider.
Yeah, so you can see, I don't know if you can see real well, but actually in this design here by Marissa, we have the round duo minis. Sorry, round duo mini next to it. In the round duos,
Oh, and they're 4 millimeters.
You can see how thick it is.
So it's just a little shy.
It's about 4 millimeters.
3.8 maybe. Be exact, 3.87.
3.87.
It's about 3.87.
You know that number.
I know that number. So it's about 3.87 there as you're doing it. And looking at them, I know Bridget was playing with them with a design live the other day too. And because of the way that the holes go, you could really pretty much line them up.
Yeah.
How many does it take to get it in to the circle?
To do a little star there?
4?
5.
5? Yeah, you're not going to get around with 4 because of their shape. You need 5 to get. Well, no, you could go around with that 4.
Oh yeah.
So you could do kind of that
nice
perfect little
argyle pattern.
Yeah, change up the colors along with it as well too. And what shapes are we kind of similar to?
So I was walking around the store and I had a hard time with this one because there isn't much that's really close to it. But I thought one thing that people are used to seeing a lot of is the diamond duo here. And there's some other beads that are similar to the diamond duo. And you can see that
diamond duo.
Yeah, it's like a really big flat diamond duo. But the holes go a different way though.
So let's see here. I'm going to stack it on top so that way you can see the difference in the size.
So you can see the holes here on the diamond duo go through the point, through the thin point, and then on the rhombus it goes through the thicker, the fatter side here.
So almost like actually thinking about this, you could do a silky bead.
Yes.
It'd be kind of a big silky.
But it's more of a diamond. It's not square like the silky.
More of a rhombus, you mean?
It's
more of a rhombus. More of a rhombus than it is a silky. So it is a little bit bigger.
Really
it's
wasn't
10
much
by
else
8 that we really equated it to. So it's kind of its own bead. And I think that is to hold true to the fact that, Marissa did it as its own bead. I'm thinking I put the diamond duo on top there just to see, and maybe I'll try it for a design too, to put a Monty on top or something a little bit flatter.
Yeah, that's nice because you have a larger
top.
surface, so you can build layers.
Yeah, because it's thick. I will say this bead because it has that standard check 0.8 millimeter hole, so you could get stretchy string through it. When I look at a big bead like this, I think, you could totally just take 2 strands of stretchy string, go to town through it. But you could also use it in conjunction with those diamond duos, since they go the other way. If you want to keep that geometric diamondy rhombus shape.
And as you're playing with this, I'm thinking that I really like the fact that it is thicker because it creates more interest. You have more of a
depth.
Yeah, you have more depth. You have some like topography on your bracelet there.
Yeah.
Some hills,
because everybody wants
mountains.
topography on their bracelet. Some hills, some mountains, some valleys. So yeah, so kind of playing around with it.
It creates interest where,
it does.
Yeah, so you have, some.
Where they might not be some, because that honestly, the top of the rhombus, because it is so large and flat, I kind of think it's like, oh, it's a bead. Like, I feel like I would like to see them table cut.
Are there other beads that you
think?
think
There's a bead.
It's not a bead?
Yeah, but wouldn't you like to see them table cut?
Yeah,
or
I
like
would.
Some sort of design. That's why I'm thinking.
There's room to do something with it there, to table cut it, or like we were saying, to add layers.
Yeah, and last product spotlight we did with the Rosettas. The last product spotlights we did with the Rosettas, so they had that curve, they had that design on the top. So I think my mindset is, and I grabbed those table cut buttons there. I'm going to give an idea for the designer of the Rhombus to table cut them. Make
Do you think she'll watch this video?
Because they're even like thick. So if you took the Rhombus
so the
bead,
table cutting, just for anybody who doesn't know, is you take a bead, you coat it with this is like a Picasso coating, and then you cut it. You
with basically
grind it down,
grinding wheel.
Yeah,
and you're left with the bead.
Yeah, and then you see the solid colors underneath.
So there's my idea. So rhombus. Get a table cut rhombus going, and then we'll talk. No, I think it's fun. Marissa used it in a really nice, simple way with this Joyous Day bracelet that you can kind of go in and out. And then I know Kimmery has a design that I think I'm going to be able to record and kind of get up in the next week or so.
That might have been in Florida. So Kimmery, bring it back from Florida.
Yeah, maybe in Florida right now. Bring it back so I can do the video. But that gives a little bit more interest to the rhombus beads as well. Some other beads you think, oh yeah, I'll get this in just a color that I can use a lot. The rhombus beads are their own bead. You're going to see it because it's big. It's 10 by 8 millimeters and kind of play with it. So I didn't want to down the rhombus bead. I like the rhombus shape.
I don't think we did.
I think I did because I said it needed to be table cut. But
well, it's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion for it.
But also, so we're looking at it. We have all these solid colors in front of us.
But then you add.
Look at this beautiful. This is one of the more popular, I would say, colors in any check beads. The white blue luster.
Yeah.
So you actually have a nice surface where you're going to see a lot of the color variation.
And the colors.
If you have a coating like that. Yeah. Whereas some other beads. Yeah. They're so small that you don't get to see the beauty of the coating itself.
Yeah, and these are in bags of 25, so you get a lot of rhombi. Rhombi in each.
I don't know if that's right.
Some mathematician is going to comment below and let us know that we're saying it terribly wrong. But the idea of these product spotlights are, a lot of times we haven't worked with the beads yet, so they're new, they're kind of fresh out there. We give suggestions and ideas. You're getting our first impressions, our first opinions, and our first looks at the beads. So that way it's kind of, you can check it out before buying it a little bit more. And we like to do that to educate you and to get you more involved in the design process. Let us know what you think about the rhombus beads in the actual comments below. And
or in our Facebook group.
On our Facebook group.
On our Facebook
Beading
group.
and Joy Making.
Beading and Joy Making.
Check that out. Become a member. And show us. If you've done stuff with the rhombus, let us know. I know they're supposedly known for their curvature and their nice shapes when you're looking at them as well. But keep in mind, too, below us is that little like button. Like us and subscribe to us. Comment.
You can get to see all of these great
videos. Product spotlight videos.
I would say Design Live. I feel like I'm doing a Design Live. Yeah.
But the different videos like Marissa's Joyous Day bracelet, a lot of the different bracelets and tutorials and necklaces that we do, as well as when we go live. So remember, if you need any of the rhombus beads, you want to check them out, there's links to purchase below. And until next time, that's us from here at Potomac Beads. That's it. Thanks so much for watching us. Thanks for joining us. And remember, comment below and let us know what you think of the rhombus as your first look as well.